Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JLeesCorner. This is my review for BT Presents the Encore Season 1, Episode 6. Okay, yep, Episode 6. So much going on around here, okay? Do not forget that we will be live tonight at 9 p.m. on Jamie's channel for the Ula Express panel. So make sure to tune in. We will also be live on my channel on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to talk with Kimmy Grant and a whole little interview. Okay, we know the new season of Love and Marriage Huntsville comes on Saturday. So we'll be talking to Kimmy on Sunday. And yes, I will be reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay, but let's get into this show right here. Okay, the foolishness that went on tonight's episode. But y'all know first things first. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dun 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 dun, all that goodness and stuff. Do not forget to also like this video, comments in the comment section. You can also hit the little share button to share it on your social media. Relax, relate, release, send to yourself and everyone around you. And also always remember to inhale and exhale because it helps you stay calm, cool, and collected or whatever. Do not forget you can also follow me on social media at J_Lees_Corner. So much to cover in the beginning, just so y'all can know what to do. Okay, but I am here. It is late. It's 2:20 in the morning. It is cold. That's why I'm in a onesie and stuff or whatever. Let's get into this foolishness. This episode to me was a lot and not nothing at all. I felt like, you know, they are cutting and pasting scenes together, so it's making it a bit, conjumble. But I'm gonna see if we can get to what happens. So we see um Pam and Misha in the kitchen because we know the last episode ended with the twins coming down in the studio, just creating complete havoc and fussing with Aubrey and other ladies or whatever. So I guess after cameras or before, I don't know, but apparently Misha was fussing with Pam and was upset with Pam for not being more vocal and defending the fact that no one was talking bad about the song the twins had done. And so Pam and Misha had some kind of misunderstanding or whatever. So Misha's now apologized to Pam, like, you know what I'm saying? I may have went a little bit too far last night. I'm sorry. My apologies. I love you, my child. I love you, my sister. I love you. Okay. And it was not anything personal or whatever. So again, Misha apologized and they good. Now, one of the little Miss twins said how they feel like Misha is always up here fussing with somebody so weakly that she can apologize because she likes hearing herself, and the only way she can do that is to fuss and apologize. And so she don't know was the real or fake, the apology or the actual fussing. I was like, girl, look, Message Twin 1 and Message Twin 2, they get on my nerves. I feel like people don't get they are supposed to be there to be artists. And they on the whole the planks. I'm gonna leave that beat to the end or whatever. Now we do see Pam and Aubrey sitting around chitting chatting or whatever over food. And Pam brings up how she do wonder if anyone will show up or who gonna show up from Total. You know what I'm saying? Either Kima or Keisha. So Aubrey brings up how I don't think anybody from my group will show up. You know what? I don't think they will either. I feel like Aubrey has changed a whole lot, not only physically, but like mentally, probably emotionally as well, from who she was when she was and then became. And that's when it was a 5-person group, a 4-person group, or even when they had the failed 3-person group too. Okay. She brings up how she's taken a whole lot of hits in the industry because at times her rep as a woman was being just slandered or whatever, and she had to just take it. And I feel like I wonder when that happened. I think people used to think she was banging Diddy. Maybe that's what she mean. But again, she said she's been through so much. And I don't doubt that she's been through so much. But I'm like, something about Aubrey. There's an Aubrey girl. Y'all not going to get your name right. Something about her just don't seem authentic to me. And it could be because of whatever hardships she's went through in the industry. But I just can't connect with her who she is now compared to how I liked her back in the day when she was in the groups. I feel like she's just different or whatever. Now she brings up how she feels like the twins are continually trying to make her be the villain. Okay, so I just don't want to keep in this house having to explain myself and my intentions here and how I just want us to be a group. And she brings up how, you know what I'm saying, I want us all to be a part of the collective of them. I want to help us all as a group, and that's my point being here. But again, the twins keep with me. Okay, and keep throwing hammers at me. Okay, and it's making me mad. I'm so upset. And she brings up how, you know what I'm saying, she's the only one. No, she said we keep listening to the twins, we will only sell as many records as Cherokee, and that was never. I'm like, that's just as shady. Okay, I don't know how many records Cherokee sold. I didn't buy any of them at all, but it's just not nice. It's just not nice. Now we do see all the ladies get dressed up because today is listening party day, so they all wear their best. I'm like, y'all all are dressed for different weather, different locations. It's like somebody's on the beach, somebody's going to a breakdancing party, somebody's going to a quinceanera. I just feel like, it's all kind of different that's going on. And I'm like, I don't know what Nivea got a hat on, a big wig, a sweater. I'm like, is it cold? Is it cold? I like paying moon boots, but again, I just feel like none of y'all not even dressed as a group. It's like, how are all y'all dressed for different states, cities, weathers, temperatures, okay, different climates, different atmospheres, okay? I was like, what is going on? I'm confused myself. Y'all in different groups, okay? It's a church group, a hip hop group, a mother's union group. I'm looking for a sugar daddy group. It's just weird to me, but I'm gonna leave that be. Okay. Now, as the women are, trying to figure out, you know, uh, the listening party situation, Misha brings up how, well, the twins were the one who wanted to write everything. They want to do everything. So they need to finish mixing the songs we have to listen to at this party. I'm like, well, why they got to do it? But again, I don't know. So we do see they all go down to the studio, and one of the songs co-sign like took with him or whatever, so they don't have it. They don't have it to play, so they call co-sign like, "Hey, you have the version of the song? Can you send it to us?" And he said, "Yep, yep, yep, or whatever." I'm like, "Okay, fine." However, the version he sent over, some of them did. I'm like, "This sounds dry. It don't even sound finished or whatever," and so they prefer the version one of the twins wrote. Okay, so cool. They make a decision there amongst each other. To my knowledge, no one told Cosign, hey, fuck your sound, fuck your version. We like this version, but terrible. That's a thing for a different day. So we then see people showing up. Okay, so who is going to show up? We have Brandy from Black. She looks like she is not aged a day. Okay? Not aged a day. I don't know who Scorp Diesel is, but he's a producer. Okay, we then see Mila showed up. Mila, the lead singer from 702, okay? And then dude named Stone, who was Icon Studios owner. I, I guess that's the studio people use. I'm not sure. But I'm like, Mila showed up? So again, we have a member from Black and a member from 702. Okay, we then seen Kima. Kima from Total showed up. I'm like, okay, hey Kima. Looking all like, what's going on? It's hot outside. Why am I here? Okay, hey. So again, somebody from Black, someone from 702, and someone from Total. We then seen Jazzy Faye showed up, and artist development, Javon. Javon has been on some kind of reality show. I feel like it was on Bravo. And I remember him also being on Candy Coated Nights too at one point or whatever. But I know that man, I feel like he pops up every once in a while. He consistently, I think he wants to be on reality TV, but I'm gonna leave that alone. He cute though. He had a great voice too. I like how he talk. It's real smooth and debonair. Okay. But again, he there. We then seen Ronnie DeVoe shut up. I mean, he, Shamari's husband, he's also an artist himself with him being a BBD and also New Edition. So cool. Now he had all the gifts and flowers and roses and balloons and cards and bags and shit for his wife because again, they had just celebrated their anniversary, but they were not together. So again, he brought gifts because that's what a husband does. Cool. So yeah, these are the people that's here to listen to the women talk. Now again, nobody showed up from. That's not funny. I didn't laugh at that. That's the No one else showed up from Cherish, and no one showed up from Danity Kane. Of course, no one showed up from 3LW because again, she's down in that group. I feel like again, what is Keely's point? Cause she not developing nothing. She not coordinating nothing. I'm just confused. Again, no one showed up from her 3LW group or Cheetah Girls. I'm gonna leave that be. Anyway, now they sitting around or whatever, listening and whatnot. Now we do see Iris bringing up how she was happy to see Mila because she wanted to like express how she always wanted to sing more. I'm like, Iris, I need you to let that go. And we see Pam was happy to see Kima, okay, because they have not seen each other in 5 years. And Kima was like, look, we have not talked. I have always cared about you. Okay, I've cared about our friendship more than our group or whatever. So I need you to know I love you, girl. Okay, and I should be able to call you and talk to you. So Kima and Pam have real shit to discuss later. I'm gonna leave that be. But Pam brought up how God sent me. He called me on a different path, okay? And I left the group and no one liked it or whatever. But again, that's why Kim was upset and saying what she's saying because of how Pam left the group, a couple years ago. So, the ladies out there or whatever, playing the songs and whatnot. Now they start playing one of the songs and we see like Ronnie and Jazzy Faye. And I think Javon, like, no, 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 wait, stop. I'm like, what's going on? Can y'all not hear the music? What's happening? And then they bring up how we can't feel it if y'all not like performing. And so we need y'all to like perform with the song. Like not sing live, but like, lip sync your song, perform the songs being played. And most artists, when you do have these listening parties, the artist usually does like, put your head, you act it out or whatever. It's like karaoke, play karaoke or whatever. So anyway, they played the song. Now Aubrey, as we see who's in that black dress, her leg out, her titties out. She was not really here for any you can tell she did not get no fucks. Okay, I don't think they showed her at all performing any song and whatnot. She kept standing around looking crazy. Now I don't know because she's the only white person there. Because she feel awkward? I'm not sure, okay? But again, I felt like, Aubrey, why you acting like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? You were in the whole group. You've been here the whole time. What's wrong, mama? Is your breast hurting? Is your face hurting? Does your head hurt? Is your thigh hurting? What is going on, honey? Is the surgery not selling? I don't know. But she felt off. And I did not like the fact that she didn't feel confident in the music she helped them make. It was weird to me that she fell off. Now I know it could be because of the fussing or whatever that happened the night before, but shake that shit off and keep it moving. Anyway, so she also brought up how the twins can feel like the Beyonce of the day because they lead so many songs. So let them do whatever. And I mean the twins, they look. We not gonna act like the twins is out here like booking shows and like anyone know who they are because again, if this show didn't come on and I seen them somewhere performing a song, I'm like, who was them girls? Oh, they had that song. What was that song called? What was that group? I would not remember shit. But if 702, if Black, if Nivea, hell, if Daddy Kane, I would know exactly who they are. Cherish is Cherish is literally the least popular, the least known group of them all. So let them dance their hearts away because who knows the next time they will get this chance again. Now are they talented? Yes. No one is saying they're not. But girl, whatever. So they love artists. They love, the skeleton song, Only God Knows song, whatever. But again, Audrey, whatever, the whole time looked like I don't like these songs. This is some bullshit. Why am I here? And Nivea and Iris both noticed how, she looked out of it. Like she just looked like she don't want to be here. Re-record that bitch vocals right now because she looked like she gonna leave, okay? Anyway, we do see Mila who brings up how she's so happy that Irish and Misha are there because they deserve to do things on their own. I'm like, that means she know they can't sing. I feel like she is fully aware that their voice may not be the best, okay? And so thank God they got this chance to do something with them tones and their throats or whatever. But again, for the most part, all of them love the song. Kima, Brandy, Mila, Javon, Jazzy Faye, Ronnie DeVoe, and Stone. They all love the songs or whatever. It was cool, cool, cool. But again, Aubrey, I don't know. I feel like I'm saying we don't have a group sound, and I feel like I get what she mean, but it takes time to get a group sound. You can't get a group sound in a month. You just can't. You can put out a song that makes y'all all sound like y'all together on a record, but you have to give it time to mesh into jail. She just over it, but I'm gonna leave that be too. But again, they had a good time or whatever. It was boring, 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 but fun, fun, fun at the same damn time. Okay, we then see Keema and Pam have a little sad conversation, and Keema brings up how she just does not understand one, why you here? Why are you here trying to form a super group when Total is a whole super group? We are our own super group. What is wrong with you? Okay. And Pam was like, look, God told me to come here, okay? And for some reason, this is my assignment. And I'm here because God said, no, you should go, whatever. And Kimo, well, I feel like I'm saying God would not have brought us as Total so far for us to end how we did. I did not like how we ended, but you just up and leaving and like just going off on your own or whatever, like not really explaining things to us. And Pam brought up how no one understood when she left. No one got the reason she did it or whatever. And people sometimes don't get why people do things to years later. Sometimes, like for me, I said no one when I first started YouTube. People in my real life was like, YouTube for what, bitch? Why are you? No one got it. No one like my mom, Karla, my best friend, and him. Those were the ones who got the reason I was doing it. Other people was like, girl, you was crazy for what? No. So, but now, 4 years later, they're like, oh, yes, it takes time sometimes to figure out why somebody do things. So, Pam thing was at the time, no one got the reason she left Total. No one got the reason she just kind of went to God, which is never a bad thing or whatever. But for her, she's like, God maybe brought me here into it's all in God's times where God took me away from Total at the time. I went through what I went through. Now I'm here on assignment and now I'm here talking to you. So the whole thing could have been for me and you to reconnect. You know what I'm saying? When I'm in a better place. And I was like, see, won't he do it? Okay, won't he do it? Anyway. And so they said, I love you too. It was a great moment. I think of the whole episode, that was the most real moment. Just seeing Keema and Pam have a conversation and both speaking a piece, you know what I'm saying, and both listening to each other and getting where the other person's coming from, but not feeling like, you had to be right. So I love that Keema listened to Pam and allowed Pam to say that I just, I had to, it wasn't nothing against you. It's what I had to do. We do see the 702 ladies talk a little bit too. And I feel like Mila, she's happy that the girls are doing their own thing. Let me say that at first, okay? And it's a good time we had by the 702 girls. But Ira starts complaining about, the songs and her not having enough, verses or whatever on each song. And Mila said, oh, this is house stuff? Okay. It ain't about me. Okay, fine. Because it was like they were having a conversation about just, them in general. And I was kind of switched the conversation to what she was upset with about things going on in the house. And I feel like Irish has a habit of not wanting to speak up in the moment when it matters. Because my thing is talking about this right now with Mila and Misha doesn't make any sense because neither of them is working on any song in the booth. So why not have these same concerns when they're working on the music? Complaining now doesn't make any sense at all because you ain't said shit in that damn booth. Okay, not at all. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that be too. It was just crazy to me or whatever. Cause I'm like, what? Now Misha, cause later on they had that was done, but later on in the house, it was who was it? It was a few people. Okay, Irish was not there, but when they was bringing up how Irish felt some kind of way, Misha said, "Look, me and her aren't twins, but we are sisters or whatever. But I do feel like at times she can be used on certain stuff, and she don't be used. Like they don't." utilize her. But it's also a time where they could use her and she ain't nowhere to be seen. I'm looking like, well, this thing can be said about you. It's weird to me that Misha is saying the same thing about Irish that people have said about her. That she complained about not being on records, but again, when they want you around, you don't be there, you don't perform. So you're putting that same narrative on your sister. Girl, I would never. Can't no bitch speak on my sister round me. Okay? And you damn sure won't get me to agree with your ass about my sister. Ain't gonna happen. Don't do it. You'll get cussed out every time. Anyway, we then see Aubrey. I'll just use this picture. Aubrey is around here complaining. Okay, I'm not happy in the house. It's all this fussing and cussing. I'm tired of being fussed and cussed at. Nobody listens to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of being told what to do by children. In my group sold more records than charity groups, so they need to put some respect on my name. And then she leaves the house, and I was like, the house is chaotic. Yes. Um, it's a bunch of fuck shit. Yes. Twins are absolutely horrible people. Okay? Talented as shit. They are very talented, but they are horrible people. They have fucked up attitudes. They have fucked up mindsets. They are fucked up individuals based on how they treat and talk to people with them thinking of how talented they are that it means they can just be like this fucked up individuals. So I agree with her on just the craziness of the house. However, you have caused your own stress sometimes too. The one time that you was dead ass innocent and they was fucking with you was when they came down there about you talking shit and you were not. Now that last night, then you were dead ass right and being pissed off. That was some bullshit. But time before that, you have done things and said things and tried to be divisive from the beginning. The fact that you wanted two separate groups and you wanted to be in a group with the twins, to me, proves you are upset because the division you hoped would happen with you being in a better group didn't work because you and the twins wasn't meshing. Period. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Aubrey's playing victim when she's not fully a victim. You're also the culprit. You know? So she left the house in the middle of the night or whatever. And I heard she leaving the country. By Lance. I don't care. Because I feel like you can't. She likes playing victim. What did I do? Oh my God. The house is crazy. And Nivea brought up a house that I'd be first to leave. It's like, okay, leave. But it's fucked up. Okay. Because the following morning, Keely, who she shared rooms with, realized, because Aubrey had moved out of the room and she was sleeping in the throne room, but her stuff was still in her and Keely's room. So Keely woke up realizing, oh, her stuff is gone out of here now, and she's no longer in the throne room. She's like, okay, she must be gone. And so she asked Nivea, have you seen Aubrey? She was like, no. Well, her stuff is gone. What? We gotta find her. Has anyone seen Aubrey? Has anyone seen Aubrey? Has anyone seen the white girl? No, no one has. So now, like, when no one needs to panic, we just need to, write down the lyrics to write the songs. Girl, write down the lyrics. Girl, write down the songs to the lyric. You know what, girl? It's late. It's 3 a.m. Write down the lyrics to the songs that she's on, so that someone can re-record them. And I was like, well, that makes sense or whatever. But I feel like y'all walk around as if she was on so much stuff that y'all can't go on without her. Anyone who knows they are involved on songs and they choose to leave and don't say shit, bye, Lance. You know what I'm saying? And y'all, if y'all don't know what that reference is from, y'all too young to be watching me, okay? But the twin, or one of the twins, like, she on board. Like, I'm not finna feed into her wanting attention. She gone, fine, 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 or whatever. And I'm like, again, it's fucked up mainly because they not have to re-record her parts. But I'm like, whatever. So at this point in time, they have re-recorded stuff. Okay, they in the studio. Boom, pow, pow. Felicia brings up how when Cosign gets there, and Cosign is the one sitting in that striped shirt. When Cosign get there, she wants to know like what his problem is, because again, she feel like she has been doing his job. Now we know Cosign was brought in as the producer, the same way that Elijah was brought in as a writer. This is the issue I have with the twins. Felicia wants to be for Cosign based on her feeling like she is doing his job as a producer when he's not there. When I hope StreamYard is having an issue to where it keeps going out. So sometimes I can't see if it's going out if I'm not on screen. But again, they're in the studio, and when Cosign get there, the song that he had sent them from before, they, to my knowledge, they hadn't told him they did not want to use his version. So when they in there, Felicia already has the attitude. I think she already is. She has a full fledged attitude with this man. Okay, and so when they playing the one song, they're playing Felicia's version. He hear it, he know that's not his version. He thinks, oh no, cut it off, that's the wrong version. That then makes Felicia upset. No, I'll tell you when it's the wrong version or not. I'm looking like, bitch, what you mad for? And this is the reason. You never told him, or none of y'all, to my knowledge, that had on the show is showing, never told him we don't want to use your version. If he get there and that's the version he last thought y'all was going with, why are you acting like him saying, oh no, that's the wrong version was the issue? Again, you can't put how you feel about somebody onto what they're saying, because you have attitude, because you're upset, because you feel like he does not respect you as a producer. Now that's my second point. You were not brought. You were not brought. On, is that proper English? You were not brought on the show. I don't know. I can think. As a producer, you were brought on the show as an artist. So you can't add people who the show brought in to be the produce. The show brought him in to produce, Elijah in to write, and the other girl in to choreograph, and then the other lady in to be the voice coach. You cannot be upset that the people the show brought in those roles is doing those roles. Now, if you want to help, cool, cool, cool. But you were not brought in as a producer. You were brought in as a artist, as a singer, who happens to also be talented with producing, which is great, great, great. But you can't make it seem as if he fucking you over because you know how to do other shit. I'm like, for what? And again, I did not feel like he had an attitude. I felt like Felicia was pissed off from Jump Street, and he felt that fucking energy, because they all have said when the twins are on a rampage, it causes division and shit. Okay, everybody get the fussing. She brought that, and you can't bring negative energy into a space because it spreads like fucking wildfire. Okay, I'm gonna leave that be. But when she talking to him, she's like, calm down, kid, because she was talking to him with attitude, whatever. Now I don't look. I don't have this thing in my head where I feel like if a dude talking to me, he can't use certain words. I'm gonna give him back what he gives me. Period. Okay. So I feel like what's her name? Keely saying, I don't like how he's using his toxicness as a man, telling her to calm down. I'm like, but she amped though, and for no fucking reason though. Anyway, so they put the song on. Now you see the vocal coach lady, the choreographer lady, and also Shamari gigging, you know what I'm saying, grooving to the song or whatever. Fine, fine, fine. But you see Felicia with an attitude. He's like, okay, is you thrown off, Felicia? She ain't say, she said, Shamari, is she thrown off because she gigging or whatever? And so, cut the music off. Cut the music off. I'm like, see, Felicia on that bullshit, because she has the attitude. If you want to talk to him about how he do things, then talk to him. But don't get pissed based on how you feel, but you ain't told him that just yet. Because again, I don't feel like he came in with negative energy. I don't feel like the twins were brought in here to produce. They were brought in here as artists. And they are up here acting dumb based on them wanting to be the producers. Then y'all should have told them, hey, don't bring us in as the artists. Bring us in to work production. Let us be the producers and let them do the songs. Then, okay, be pissed at whoever. It's just dumb. Anyway, and again, I feel like no one told Cosign that was not the version they wanted to use. Now, had he known that, and he was, he then said fuck they version, yes, cuss his ass out all day. But I felt like he did not know that because to me, y'all didn't say shit. I'm gonna leave that be. Anyway, they going back and forth. When she then said, "Well, I never told you that I gave a fuck about how you. I never told you that I gave a fuck about your version." And I'm like, see, that extra bullshit. I can't. So yeah, they going back and forth, whatever. And then she tell him that he needs to respect her because she has been doing his job. And that's true. The twins have fully been doing a lot of the producing. But that does not negate the fact that he brought on to produce. I would say, don't, I wouldn't do shit. Let him produce. It's crazy to me that they're now fussing back and forth because she feel away that he is not doing his job enough and that they're doing more of it. But my thing is, it's a proper way to have a conversation with people when it comes to business. And I am so business minded that I be like, no, things have to be like, because I'm like, I ain't, that's just me. So I would never talk to somebody business wise like that. Because I'm looking like, for what? It's fucking business or whatever. But again, the twins fucked up to me in my head. See it pause again. It's making me mad. But I hope it's still going on because if not, I'm not redoing this shit. But when he then say, well, first of all, I'm the producer in this house. I can check my wiki page. I'm like, no, cosign. Don't tell anyone to check your wiki page. Shut up, cosign. Shut the about that bullshit. But he's right. He was the one brought on to produce. Keely, who don't do shit besides drink wine and sit on corners, no, she's the producer. I'm like, she's not the producer. He's the producer. She's just helping produce, and it's stupid to me. They're all fussing, and it's a full on argument right now, and none of this shit is helping them do anything music wise. Okay, and then Felicia gets up and walks out and says, you are a chauvinistic bastard. I'm like, a chauvinistic bastard? Okay. And she gets up and walks out. The twins are always fussing with somebody and then storming off like children. It's aggravating. They are so talented, but such stuck individuals. They really, really are. And I'm not saying Cosign may not have done something I didn't see. What I saw was someone who was upset with him already. And when he got there, it gave him the energy that she had because she was mad. That was all together. Girl, I'm over this. It's just too much energy, but I'm over it all. I don't like the twins. Yeah. Anyway, so Aubrey is gone. They redid her songs, not her songs, her parts on the songs, and the twins are still fussing with the producer. So we'll see what happens next time on Dragon Ball Z. Anyway, gotta go. Peace.